What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Gamers Matrix. I ain't said that in a while. This is your boy 313 Sephiroth, and I've been wanting to do a video about this for a minute. And I'm not going to really make this like a review, maybe more so of an overview, but more so, I kind of want to get the negative bullshit air out of the way, okay? Now, if you're looking for a review of the Neo Geo X, okay? And I gotta say, by far, this is one of my favorite systems that I've ever owned. Like, seriously. I mean, I'm a big Neo Geo fan, a big SNK fan, and I've been wanting to get a Neo Geo, you know, ever since it came out, which was like 91 or so. And, you know, it was way out of my price range. The Neo Geo X is the answer for that. I know, like, years ago, it was about the Neo Geo CD, and that sucked ass. I mean, seriously, I wasn't about to be sitting up there paying money for that shit, and the load times was horrible. As you see, I got my the game Garo Mark of the Wolves. That was one of my favorite freaking games on Neo Geo, and it's also one of the most powerful games on the Neo Geo. I think it's like 600 some odd megs. I think the most powerful one is Art of Fighting 4, if I'm not mistaken. It's like about 800 some odd megs, or maybe even close to 1,000 or whatever. Anyway, let me clear the air right quick, okay? I've been seeing a lot of reviews here on YouTube, and the majority of them are people that own an AES or Neo Geo MVS. And for people that don't know, the AES is the actual home entertainment system. It was called the Advanced Entertainment System. And the MVS was the multiple video system, which was technically an arcade cabinet unit that was made, and it was actually a very good production from SNK themselves. And some people found ways how to consoleize it, you know, like make a not make a motherboard, but take the motherboard and put it into, like, you know, like a shell, something like this. So, sorry about that, focusing out. Okay, focus back in. There we go. Good. What can I say? Like, me personally, I feel like don't even listen to the people who's literally comparing this to an AES. And I know some people was like, well, shouldn't you compare this to an AES? The reason why I'm saying this is because the people that are doing reviews on this are what we call purists or enthusiasts. You know what I'm saying? They paid like 600 some odd fucking dollars for this console, which I do love. I do love the Neo Geo and stuff like that. But I think I would be a little bit butthurt. You know, I think I would be kind of pissed that, you know, here's a very cheaply alternative to it. And for people that don't know, this is how the Neo Geo normally look, you know, except for with the Neo Geo X. It was a lot bigger. And there was a memory card slot thing over here, and the proprietary controller ports were like totally different. They were not USB. USB wasn't even out at the time, but the true beast is in the inside. That is actually right there. That is the Neo Geo X, okay? It's a handheld unit that is running like ROMs, an emulator running off Linux, and it's running ROMs. Now, a lot of people say they hate emulation, and this unit itself has very bad emulation. I like to literally sit up here and just pick out a few SNK games I have that are actually on a actual other gaming unit. Okay, here's Fatal Fury, Mark of the Wolves for the Dreamcast. I played this quite heavily. This was one of my favorite fighting games. Even to this day, it stands up as one of my favorite fighting games of all time. This is the American version that I had on my Dreamcast. My Dreamcast is like right over here on the side. I had to literally pull this out just to make an example. Now, y'all want to say that has bad emulation. This thing is playing fine. There's virtually like no V-syncing like problems on this game whatsoever. The colors are actually right. The sounds are actually accurate to a T. The music is perfect. Everything on this system is good. And this is, like I said, this is the highest meg count game on this unit. This, on the other hand, visually, yes, it looks good. It looks just as good as that. The problem with this, the sound. The sound was all fucked up. Here's an official game that was put on the Dreamcast, and the sound was messed up. Like, hit sounds will come like 2 seconds later after you already hit somebody, or, you know, sometimes like when you sit up there and you was shooting like a power wave or something, like with Terry Bogard, he will say it like 2 seconds after he already shot the damn thing. So sounds on that game is horrible. Okay, here's another game. King of Fighters. This is technically 98, but on the Dreamcast, they called this 99 Dream Match. Love this game too. I'm pretty sure, I mean, I've seen King of Fighters 98 on, you know, the actual AES. And the only difference between this one, there's two differences between this and the actual one that's on Neo Geo. And if they come out with the Neo Geo X, I bet you it won't be no different. But this is also an example of poor emulation. First off, the intro is, instead of the original intro from 98, they ended up putting an anime intro in there, which is actually cool. That's cool. I have no problem with that. It's actually a nice intro. But same problems. Sound effects. The sound effects are late half the time. And sometimes, like, the sounds and stuff can be, like, choppy. When they are right, they start getting choppy. So that's majorly the major thing that was going wrong with SNK games on other units. Here's another one. This is the Japanese version of King of Fighters 2000. Same freaking problems. Sound effects. Here's another one. King of Fighters 2001. Same goddamn thing. Sound effects. So, on the Neo Geo X, which is actually, it actually is an official Neo Geo. It's part of the Neo Geo family. It was designed and everything by SNK themselves. And manufacturing came from Tomo. And they brought this out for the 20th anniversary for the Neo Geo, which is cool. I'm actually proud that I was actually able to pick this up. There's plenty of reviews out there about this. I don't really want to give like too much review detail on this thing. And I ended up just picking this up like 2 days ago. And this is what they're really mad about, okay? On the system, when you get the system, this is the Gold Limited Edition, by the way. When you get this system, you get 20 games, plus 21 if you count the Ninja Masters. And then the Mega Collection, you get 15 extra games. And all this, okay? Let me put this back. I had it all nice and neat. Let me go back. All this for just like about $270 something. So I can understand why they would be mad. I mean, because you just spent like over thousands of dollars on the Neo Geo. And here, now they made an alternative that was actually a cheaper way of doing it. I mean, especially in nowadays market, I mean, with the technology now, this is what they come up with, you know, USB core controllers, emulator that's actually producing all the games, and you can put all the games on these SD cards that can hold more information, and you don't have to worry about giant ass, you know, a giant ass price for video games. I mean, just that pack alone over there, that was like $79.99. I got that $79.99 off Amazon. You can buy the Neo Geo X on Amazon for like $159.99. It comes with one controller if you get the Gold Limited Edition. Extra controller will cost you like about $47.95. Well, $50 rounding off. But other than that, I just want to really say my main thing is that it is an actual good system, okay? It is a very good system. You're talking about Neo Geo games you probably never played, or games you did play. They just bring about nostalgia feelings and stuff like that. This game does it all, and it plays just like a Neo Geo AES. It looks like a Neo Geo AES. Hell, it is a fucking Neo Geo. And all the purists and enthusiasts and stuff, you know, they're going to bash on it because they're used to the fact that they spent so much money on a unit, you know, a 20-some-odd-year-old unit, and they pay like thousands of dollars on video games. And they're comparing it, and they're like, you know, oh, the colors is not right, and I'm like, look, I sit up there and I compare this to a Neo Geo AES. I do not own a Neo Geo AES. I'm just looking at other examples and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't see a difference whatsoever. The only problem that people was having with the Neo Geo AES, I mean the Neo Geo X, was vertical syncing. And as you can see right now, okay, let's just don't worry about like the little waves on. That's how it is when you record a TV on the camera. You see like those big black waves. I actually don't see nothing like that in person while I'm sitting over here. But as you can see, if you know what V-syncing is, there's virtually no V-syncing at all. And I mean, there are other games, and some other games, it is kind of, you can see it, but just a little bit. It's not like it's unplayable. And that's what they try to make it seem like, that it's unplayable. And that's not true. Every game, I played every game on here. I beat like about 10 of them and stuff. And every game is enjoyable. I have never had an issue with any of these games. They all play, the sounds and everything is right. So, to hell with them. I mean, don't listen to the people, the enthusiasts and purists that actually own an AES and they're comparing this and they're bashing the crap out of it. If you've been wanting a Neo Geo for the longest, and it's just that system that got away from you because of that heavy, hefty ass price, this is actually the alternative. This is what you want, okay? Because let me tell you, I'm satisfied with it. I'm not even looking at a Neo Geo AES no more. I mean, right now, just with that system and that pack alone over there, I got more games than some people that are collectors of a Neo Geo AES. Because, I mean, hell, I got 36 games and some of them still only got like maybe 15 or something like that. I mean, there's other ones out there that's hardcore. They like spent thousands of dollars for it, but that's them. So that's just my overview about it. I mean, I feel like go out and get it. If you want a Neo Geo, this is the best alternative to it. And my message is, don't listen to none of those, them purists and enthusiasts and stuff, because they're going to bash on this because it's cheaper and all this other stuff. In my opinion, this is a lot better to me than an AES. I mean, it's a portable unit. It's also a console unit. It still has arcade sticks. I hope they come out with some other controllers for other people might be not used to the arcade sticks. They might want another controller, which was the controller that was on the Neo Geo CD. That was the only good thing that came off the Neo Geo CD was the controllers. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about it. I mean, I love the system. I don't think I'm ever gonna be unhooking it from my television. So that's what I'm playing right now nowadays until I get my PlayStation 4, and I'm going to play my PlayStation 4, but this unit right here, that Neo Geo X, I ain't never unplugging this. That is my baby. That is my cream of the crop. That is what I've been wanting for years and years, and now I finally got one. I feel like I finally do got a Neo Geo because it is a Neo Geo, so don't let nobody else tell you otherwise. Peace out. This is your boy 313 Sephiroth, and like always here on the Gamers Matrix, keep on gaming, people.